in all likelihood, your schooling will help you out in the long run. That's usually how it goes.
We have taken Delta Sector.
Try that one. Oh, never mind.
G'day guys, it's the Jury94 here, and we're doing another week of Quick Save Gaming Streamer of the Week. This will be the second week we're doing it. Last week we did MZ25 and it was really well received within the community, so I'm excited to get this next week under the way. This next week of Stream of the Week, I thought we'd stick with a familiar face trend within the Quick Save Gaming community. This particular streamer is very supportive, probably one of the most supportive streamers I've seen in the community. He's always there for other people in their streams, lurking, always like the best moderator. He's just a very supportive streamer. So I'm very pleased to announce that this week's Streamer of the Week will be Frakattack.
Well, hello.
How you doing, Frak?
Man, I had to hold that face for like 20 seconds. I should have waited a little bit. That's okay. Hello, how are you doing today?
Yeah, not too bad. And you?
Good. I'm doing well. I need to start getting more sleep, but no, I don't do that when I'm dead.
You're pretty much on like the Australian sleep standard.
I am. I've really
Sleep
no.
standard.
It's true. Yeah.
So, what kind of games do you play, Frak?
I guess you could go as far as to call me a true variety streamer. I play honestly a little bit of everything.
Yep.
I try to stay up to date on like all the single player stuff that just comes out. So I got Guardians of the Galaxy preloaded and ready to go. It got pretty good reviews, so I'm curious to check it out. Then I also have like a steady stream of like multiplayer stuff I play with friends or like the collab nights.
Yep.
So basically, I'll play anything.
Play anything?
Even if it's terrible, there's usually some entertainment value to be had.
Yeah. Now, what's that game you play a lot of? Hunt. That's right.
Yeah, Hunt's a lot of fun. It's probably one of my favorite shooters of the modern era.
Yeah, cool. That's good.
It's nice, slow, methodical.
Yeah.
Popping heads.
Yep.
19th century weapons.
Yeah. Well, that's probably the draw to it that I like. I'm yet to play it myself, but that's one thing I do like that draws me to the game. It's just...
There aren't many like Western games, especially not like multiplayer like shooters, especially ones that like look and sound as good as that one.
Or even just the fantasy setting. Like I feel like Western and fantasy tend to not go well together. Like they're not really used that frequently together. Mm-hmm. So what games are you currently playing?
I just finished up the new Dark Pictures. Well, I guess I should say I'm always playing like a single player something. I feel like that's the steady thing on the stream is I'll go from like single player game to single player game.
Yep, that's good.
But then like I'm always playing lots of Apex and Hunt, as we previously mentioned.
Yep. And
I'm also an avid beater of sabers, so I haven't been streaming as much Beat Saber lately because I've been playing it off stream more. But so you can find that often.
Yeah, I think that was probably
swinging away.
It's one of the first few things I saw you streaming was Beat Saber.
Yes. Those were the days. Smashing blocks.
What have you enjoyed most with streaming?
Oh, I feel like this is the stock answer that everyone's gonna give, but honestly, it's been the like building of community and meeting people and the collaborative nature of streaming. I know like a wider picture, like just meeting people like you, like I know Banjo, Mr. Inhumane are also pretty often. I feel like at this point, I have only known Mr. Inhumane like a few months, and we play video games almost every night together, like a couple of schoolboys, touch butts. But no, it's like the building of community, the meeting people, it's like you have your own little community, then you have like the wider community, and it's a lot of people. It's pretty cool.
The community is kind of like mixed with each other, and then like some people like
a lot of overlap.
Yeah, heaps of overlap.
That holds us all together.
Basically, yeah, I love it. What's your favorite game of all time?
Of all time, that's I guess
hard
if we're it's I honestly don't know if I could even answer that. If we're talking just in terms of like the game I played the most, but I probably also have grown to hate the most, it might be Warcraft. So I don't know if that's a good answer.
What was the game?
At one point, World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft. Ah, okay.
That was like 15 years ago that I got really into that. So that's a lifetime ago. It's hard. It's more like I feel like also my tastes have evolved so much over the years. Where games that I would have been really into as a kid, I probably wouldn't be as into today.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I used to really enjoy like your shooters, like your Halo and COD and stuff like that when I was in school. But now, it's not exactly my go-to anymore.
Yeah, it's just interesting how your tastes evolve as you get older.
I know a question that you weren't too excited for.
No,
What's your favorite Pokemon?
I've never played a Pokemon game.
Ooh.
I think the closest I've come to playing a Pokemon game is they're like I don't know if you ever played like StarCraft back in the day, but there were like custom maps that are based on all sorts of stuff, and there were like some Pokemon maps, which I think were like my introduction to at least like the names of the Pokemon, even if I had no idea what they look like. But then, it's just it was weird because I grew up and I felt like this is gonna make me sound like the biggest asshole, but like I felt like the kids who were like a year or two or younger than me were always the ones who were into Pokemon. So like me being the badass 12-year-old that I was like, "Ah, fuck Pokemon. I'm too cool for that crap," and I just never got into it.
Yeah, fair enough.
But
Okay, interesting.
I feel like if I had to throw one out there, like those original 152, I feel like are like popular and familiar in a way that like elevates them beyond just Pokemon at large, like Pokemon, like Charizard and Pikachu.
Who is your favorite streamer, or like who do you gain inspiration from?
We joked about this, but I'm gonna say Amaranth. If if anybody can sit there and lick air mics for 12 hours straight, then that they get my vote of confidence. But no, it's I didn't watch a whole lot of streamers until I started streaming, which is weird.
Yeah,
I
no, I feel it.
actually it's not really streamers, but I have a lot of admiration for like the Giant Bomb crew. I don't know if
Okay.
you've ever watched anything by Giant Bomb,
No, not myself.
but they're a lot of like industry veterans who are like even older than I am. So there's like dudes who've been playing video games since like the early 90s.
Mm.
Who have some pretty good opinions about them.
So, why did you start streaming?
It's mostly because I finally reached a point in my own personal development that I felt like I could do it and maybe not suck at it.
Yep.
And I think I owe a lot of that to probably the pandemic. I got into like a situation where I was like on Zoom talking to people like 12, 16 hours
Yep.
straight often, and I felt like I always came off more naturally and charming than I gave myself credit for. So
Okay.
I was like, yeah, fuck it. And then I was just like, hey, let's play video games.
Play games at the same time and just be on camera and have fun.
Yeah, it's like what I'm always doing. I just say hi every now and then.
Just make sure you say hello to the chat and
Yeah,
it's all good.
once in a while. Oh yeah, you guys are still here.
Unlike the Zoom work calls.
Yeah, just freeze frame.
Yeah. What's your favorite moment so far?
I would the night that I don't think I was. I had maybe a little bit to drink, but we were playing Gartic and it devolved into dick.
Yeah.
That was just like probably 2 straight hours of us just drawing dicks.
Yeah, that's
I'm surprised that nobody got suspended or banned from Twitch that day.
Yeah.
There were many dicks.
Oh, it was so
So yeah, that's up there.
you gotta love Gartic Fame for that, just being unpredictable. So what's a time where you've stuffed up or you've failed, and what did you do to come back from to recover that?
I think one time I was playing a VR game and I just had like a desktop window over the game capture for like 15 minutes before anybody said anything. So I think that is probably the biggest flub up that I've done, but even that, like whatever.
Like,
It would just have. I think it just had my Discord window up while I was playing some like VR horror game for like 20 minutes before somebody said anything.
oh, that's so
And
good.
that's also like a non sequitur and all this little. But I feel like people don't. It's not even like criticism, but people say things like that often. Like they don't call streamers out for issues that they might be having.
No, well,
Or
yeah, like
stuff.
someone's probably just gone, oh, they'll fix it eventually. They'll work it
like
out.
they'll figure it out.
And then they're like, hang
20
on.
minutes later, like
They still haven't worked it out yet. I mean, in VR though, like I stream in VR sometimes, and it's so difficult to get your stream working at the same time as
Yeah.
having this thing on your face, and like once you're in the game, you cannot see
like-
anything else.
Yeah. It's way easier to manage any stream elements while like sitting at a desk rather
Yeah,
than in
because you've
VR.
got your window, or your second
Yeah.
monitor there, or you've got your phone open, and you can see what everyone else is seeing. Whereas in VR, you're in VR, you can't see anything else. What is the greatest thing you've learned from streaming?
Probably that I am far more likable than I thought I was,
Yeah, that's awesome.
which is like I think that could probably grow into like arrogance and egotism pretty quickly. So I'm looking forward to that. But for the moment, I'm just like humbled that people actually like me, which is
good.
I always thought I was pretty awesome. But I was like, that's probably my own personal opinion. There's no way anybody else thinks that.
No, well, I think you're nice too, very friendly, very funny. I enjoy your streams and enjoy just having your company when we're playing games and in the community stream. So yeah,
I'd say the feeling is mutual.
what motivates you to stream?
I don't want to say obligation, but like people at this point, people are expecting it, so I don't want to like let them down by like missing too many days in a row, even if work is crazy. But it's also like now that I've gotten older and time is more of a commodity, it's nice to be like, well, okay, I'm gonna set aside 3 to 4 hours just to play what I want, and if someone wants to watch, that's cool. If not, I'm just gonna play what I want.
Still playing what you want either way.
Yeah.
Just you've got a camera on you instead.
And it's like obviously like getting famous and making lots of money would be nice, but it's I don't think that's a valid motivation for most of us unless we're willing to lick air mics 12 hours a day.
Well, I mean,
Which
if
I
you
would
will,
be doing. I thought about buying one, honestly.
I mean,
thought there you
everyone's got their niche, I guess.
Yeah, I would fill that niche. That's I would happily fill that niche.
So, what is some advice you'd give to your fellow streamers who are just starting out?
Just don't take it seriously. You're just playing video games. I also feel like it's fine if you don't want to stream, but I feel like in this day and age, there's a niche that anyone could fill. So if you feel like you have any notion that you might want to stream, then just fucking do it.
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, if someone may find what you're doing entertaining, and you might not even realize it, but you may be entertaining to other people, whatever reason. So if you feel like doing it, I think that's probably some solid advice. Just stream and give it a crack.
Do it. I also appreciate. I don't know if this is really a tip, but I always appreciate lurkers because they're the people who are like watching you and don't want anything in return. They're just happy to see you play video games.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, and it's an interesting concept. Is that sometimes people think that the engagement in chat is the number one thing, but sometimes, and it's hard as a streamer to realize this because you don't know that people are watching. So just watching unless they're in chat, but if someone's lurking, they may be just sitting there and watching, just like they would on TV. They might,
or they're like getting work done and they got the game. And they're like you on the background and just pleasant background noise.
Yeah, and so I think it's always good to be accepting and appreciate your lurkers, and they give you your average views as well, and they may just happen to be really enjoying your content without having to, like you said, having to give any feedback or anything back at all. Who would you recommend for Streamer of the Week and moving forward, like in the next few Streamer of the Weeks?
I mean, I don't think Amaranth is available, but
I kind of sprung this one on you. I didn't give you this question.
That's. I mean, it's a good question to ask off the cuff, but I'd probably go with, for many of the reasons that you introduced me at the beginning about being supportive and helping other people out and being around. I'd also, I'm gonna throw Banjo into the ring because he's like me but British.
Right. Well, that wraps it up. Thank you very much for being this week's Streamer of the Week, Frack.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
I look forward to having you in the part of the community more and seeing more of your streams. Everybody watching, feel free to give Quicksave Gaming a subscribe to support the channel, and in the down below, support the channel and just keep me motivated to keep doing these Stream of the Weeks. What I'm going to do as well, in the comment section, give me a random bonus question that I can ask the next streamer of the week. So put that in the comments below. Have a good evening, afternoon, or morning, and have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
I need you to fix this for me. Don't you get it? This is my only hope. I am dying. God damn it.
No. Nope, I'm not opening up. I don't. No solicitors. Nope, no solicitors. No. Oh, he's got a gun too. We're gonna be here a while. No. He's a no. Put the gun away. Okay, fine. You get the flashlight. Oh, never mind. That's a valiant battle.